Al, how you doing, man?
What's up?
What's up, Raging One?
What up? What's going on?
Nothing, man. I just missed you. I heard you had a great training with
I've
Samurai.
been having some good ones. Now I'm feeling good. Getting right into it. Kind of a short notice for a 5-round main event, but luckily I've been staying in pretty good shape. So
Well, Al, it's funny. We had talked about there was a little speculation that Cowboy was going to fight Connor, and you weren't sure. How did this fight actually come about? Was this Cowboy was sick of waiting, or what exactly happened that made? Because it is a little bit short notice for 5 rounds.
Yeah, I think he was kind of waiting for Connor, and then I don't know, who the hell knows what's going on with that guy. So, yeah, they offered it to him. He said yes. I said yes. It's a good fight for the division right now. Everything's kind of all over the place. So I think it's a fan-friendly fight.
Oh,
Two
hell
guys
yeah.
to throw down, So I think I'm just excited. It's a guy that I like these fights when it's people that I've been a fighter that I've watched coming up. Like I remember him in the WEC when I hadn't even stepped foot in an MMA gym. I was still just a wrestler, and I was like, just looking at the guys at the top of the game and wondering how I do against them. At the time I was just like, I just wrestle everybody, and now I've come so far and everything, and it's really cool to get in there with guys that I've been watching pretty much my entire career, and see how I stack up, because I always think I could beat them, and I always know it's possible. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you said, you keep yourself in shape. Do you do that just in case this type of shit comes up? I mean, again, Khabib, you were ready to fight Paul Felder anyway, but I mean, with basically a day's notice, you stepped up and did 5 rounds against him. So do you kind of keep yourself in shape for that reason?
Yeah, there's just a million. It's one of the many reasons. I like to eat good after fights. So if you're eating good, and like by eating good I mean like going out to dinners and dessert and everything, you get fat real quick, and it's not a good look. So I try to balance it out with the working out and staying in somewhat decent shape, kind of staying in the gym, I'm always like swimming. It's low impact on my body, and it's a good workout. Keeps my weight down and kind of balances everything out,
Well, you know what's not low impact on your body is getting sidekicked by fucking Aljo Sterling, getting him warmed up. I know Al. Know why I know he's in shape? Because he got Aljo fucking warmed up for Jimmy Rivera for fucking 2 hours. Fucking getting, dude, Ray's like, oh, you want to ease up on those? Dude, Aljo's kicking him everywhere. Fucking Raging Al's just taking a lot for the team. And I'm like, dude, you have to be in shape to get through those all week long, those workouts, particularly the one before the fight. It was fucking great.
No, that was actually one of Aljo's more tame pre-fight workouts. Usually he's working out for like the entire day to warm up for his fight. True. That one, I think he only beat the crap out of me for like 20 minutes, and then he went out there and did his thing. But yeah, no, we had such a great time at Aljo's fight. I was training with Marab. We were doing sparring in the back in the warm up rooms, me and him throughout the week, and getting ready with Aljo every day. So the people that I keep, we keep around us, it's great. You got to stay in shape, because Aljo has a fight coming up. Rob was getting ready, and yeah, it's great to always have people that are motivating you, and they have things going on, so it keeps me in check too.
Speaking of motivating people, I love that. I don't know if it's announced yet, but is it announced that Marab's fighting on the same card? It is announced.
Yeah, he was actually, his was announced before mine was. That's going to be so awesome to have him there, be all together with the team and him. And I just love how having him with us has, just great energy that it just elevates everybody.
It's amazing. Yeah, Marab's energy really is amazing, man. Like he shows up at everybody's fights, and he's just there for anything you need. Like I needed a fucking charger for my headphones. And I didn't even say anything. He disappears. He comes back with a fuck. I go, what? Where'd you like a little fucking ninja. He's such a great dude, though.
And by the way, that's a great fight against Brad Katona. That's a real fun fight.
And that dude's highly touted.
Touted.
I was gonna say touted.
Why would
Damn
I say?
it!
Why would I help?
Thanks, Jimmy.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Why would I just said yes, tooted? He's highly tooted.
He's like, fuck you. Wait, now, so listen, Raging Al, because this is I found out when everybody finds out, like also too, with as far as with Cowboy. We don't tell Raging Al who to fight. I was like, yo, I want to fight this guy.
Yeah.
Like, cool, we're with you, you know. So when I found out, I instantly got excited. Sure. I was like, because I thought the Dustin Poirier fight would have been great, you know. So then when Dustin got announced to fight
Max Holloway.
I'm like, all right, so what's up with Raging Al now? So when I heard Cowboy, I go, why the fuck didn't I think of that or anybody else? Al, when you got the call and they said Cowboy, was it an immediate, like the hair stood up on your neck type of feeling, or?
Yeah. I mean, I was a little. At first, my first thought was like, my last fight was 5 rounds and I had like 10 weeks notice, and so this one's like half the amount notice. But I get right back in the gym. I'm already where I was 5 weeks out from my last fight. I've been having some great workouts and I'm feeling great. Went down yesterday and worked with Nick on some jiu-jitsu, some escapes and stuff, and just really it's all come together. I'm just so excited for this one.
That's our Nick Gulo, by the way, right? Nick Gulo.
Yeah, Nick Ronan.
Oh, Nick Ronan. Okay.
Yeah,
I love Ronan.
Yeah, no, he's got some good stuff, man. He's got some really good stuff. All stuff that I've been doing, but he just some little tricks here and there, and I'm looking forward to keep working with him. And yeah, Golo was down there too. We got some good work in. Just it's awesome, man. I'm excited. I'm pumped up too. I'm going to Toronto tomorrow for that on sale, the ticket sale stuff. I love doing that seeing a new place. I've been to Toronto, but I don't even really remember it for Costa's fight way back when. But
I love Toronto.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So, Al, it's interesting too because you're 4 and Cowboy is 9. Not that means anything. He's one of those guys where even if you're fighting below yourself to fight him it's still an exciting fight and everybody wants to see it. And Cowboy's one of those guys that will fight below his ranking, but he doesn't give a fuck. He just like much like yourself, one of those guys that just wants to get in there and fight and not wait.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I don't know about surprise. I was taken back by the fans, the support when he fought in Brooklyn. He was probably the most out of everybody that fought on the card. The crowd popped the most when he walked out and when he was getting announced and when he won. So I didn't know. I knew how big of a following he had, but it really drove it home how many eyes are going to be on this fight, and that just pushes me. When I get in there, the more people, the higher the stakes, the higher the more fans that are there. I think I feed off of that, and a lot of guys kind of they might crumble from it, but I think it does the opposite to me. It pushes me to a whole nother level.
Fuck yeah, it does. Raging Al, I just read. I'm looking at this right now. I don't know when this was announced, but I'm fucking excited about it. RDA is fighting your old nemesis Kevin Lee, and Kevin Lee's making his welterweight debut. I like this fucking fight. I think this is an exciting fight. What do you think of that?
It's a good one. It's RDA's kryptonite has been the wrestling in the past, and they're both really kind of like the same. They're big 55ers, small, a little on the smaller side of 170. So I think it's a good move for Kevin Lee. He lost his number 4 spot at lightweight, so he's going to go up, and I think RDA is like the 4th or 5th guy at 170. So it's a good fight for him. He was looking at a bunch of guys at 155 that were probably that were very, very tough. And I think this one is stylistically, it's a good matchup, and in every way, I think it's a good fight for him. I have a tough. I always root for the guys that I fight, like that I beat or lose. Kevin Lee is just one of the guys that I don't know. I just can't. I can't root for. I can't get behind the guy anyway. I just don't care for him one bit. You know, every other fighter, Diego Sanchez. I'm always rooting for Diego. I'm always rooting everybody. That whether I beat them or they beat me. You know, if they keep winning, it looks good for me. But Kevin Lee, I could really give a shit if he wins or loses. He's a dork.
This is interesting when I look at it because it's a 5-rounder. It's the main event of this event here on May 18th. And that's in Rochester, New York. But that's what's interesting about that is if it was a 3-rounder, I think Kevin Lee could win just basically on takedowns. But I think with a 5-rounder, RDA's got really good jiu-jitsu on the floor. He's not getting down and just getting smoked. So could he? I mean, that might be a battle of endurance. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, but I'm excited for it. I'm with you. It's Kevin Lee in the past when he fought Edson Barbosa, he looked great going 5 rounds. He looked like he had cardio for days, but then I think when I fought him, he crapped out in that 5th round, and it looked like he was tired. So I don't know. It depends who pushes the pace, who's kind of in the other guy's head. I don't know if Kevin. I think he's all over the place. He's like switching trainers now. I heard on an interview, so it'll be interesting to see that one. And we'll see it. Let's see if he's still dancing when he's walking out to the cage.
And now you're in a really interesting place too because you fought Khabib already. He's out for a year, so I mean, obviously the next fight, a Poirier or Conor or Ferguson made sense. Tony is out obviously with his personal issues now, and hopefully he'll be back. Poirier is fighting Max. When they announced that, I mean, obviously you understand it's a champion fighting for an interim belt in another division, but were you okay with that, or how did you feel when that fight was announced when they gave it to Max coming up?
Yeah, I was okay with it. I mean, I would have liked to have fought Dustin. I think that was a great fight, but Max, all the champs are trying to go to win another belt right away, and I think it's holding up everything, which kind of stinks. But in Max's case, he really has defended the title at his weight class a bunch of times, and he's really just as a champion, he's really everything you like respect as a champion. He's humble. He's hardworking. He's exciting. So I can I can see it for this case. I wasn't too. Obviously I would have loved to have been in there fighting for it after a big win over Kevin Lee, but I can understand where they're coming from with that, and we'll see. We'll see how that fight plays out, and how my fight plays out, and go from there.
You know what's funny, Raging Al? Last week, we had Bryce Mitchell call in, and
that guy's the best.
Man, I forgot. And once I came right back to me when I seen him. But we have. I didn't put it together until I talked to him that I forgot that he was living at your place and he was with us for a bit training. He was always such a nice kid. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy for that kid's success. Isn't that awesome? You see his fight over the weekend?
Yeah, no, I saw it. It was a hard fought win, and he's so we were at like a regional promotion. I don't even know where, in Memphis, Tennessee, and we were at Bowman's fight, and our other kickboxing trainer Hire saw him in the locker room and was like, "Yeah, if you ever want to come out to Long Island and train, come on down." Not really thinking anything of it. He texts us. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to come on down and get some training in with y'all." We're like, "All right, come down." So he comes down. He's staying at my house for 2 weeks. About a week into it, he's training with us and everything. I look outside, and DeFranco was living with us too. DeFranco had a BB gun in the room. I see Bryce outside hunting for squirrels and birds. Dude. In my backyard, there's like there's restaurants and stores all over. People walking around. He's hunting for squirrels and birds. It was the funniest thing. It was really something out of a reality show. You can't make this stuff up. He really is like from the sticks out there.
Mark Twain, man. He's like fucking Huck Finn, man. He's like Tom Sawyer or something, man. He could be like the reboot of Tom's fucking Sawyer.
Why, that was fun. What's wrong with that? You were right.
They can't all be out of the park, Raging Al. But no, Raging Al knows. He always gives me the pity laugh, though. But no,
got you.
that kid Bryce, that kid Bryce is such a nice kid, and to see him kick ass the way he's doing, I'm happy. It's nice to see like good people like do well, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I get so happy, Jimmy.
No, for sure.
Hey, Al, are you still doing the real estate?
I am. I almost had a nervous breakdown when I got this fight because I got a whole bunch of crap going on. But the last time I had 10 weeks, so I kind of eased back off of it.
Sure.
Now I don't really have the opportunity. I don't really have that 4 weeks of time to kind of get things in order and everything else. But I'm holding it together. So it's good.
Can I just add that I talked to Longo, and he had to get rid of a house for Longo, and he took care of it. And Longo goes, "Man, Raging Al did phenomenal." I mean, he was gassing you up more than he's gassing you up in sparring. So I'm just, I didn't tell you that yet. So that's your little real estate. I like to say it where a lot of people could hear it. So Raging Al knows how to fucking move some houses.
I'm sure he does.
You know,
I'm sure he does.
Longo is happy. It's hard to see Longo. He's not as happy as you think all the time, Jimmy.
Well, he did strike me as the pinnacle of joy when I met him. Hey,
I've been working hard. I've been hustling. So I try to, in everything I do, I try to just do my best. And of course, I'm working for the big guy. I gotta do my best for him. You know, he's done so much for me.
Now, you seem to have found a way to... Things seem to be a little more peaceful between yourself and the UFC. Is that seems to be a little smoother now?
No, absolutely. I've been having some great meetings and conversations with Sean Shelby and Hunter Campbell, and I think they understand why I was very upset when I was. So we got like a good working relationship, and I'm I'm enjoying it now a lot more than I was on that side of things. So, yeah, no, absolutely. It's been a lot better.
And I don't think the fight will happen, at least not for a while, because of it's not really to your advantage. But Devin, I still want to see you and Paul Felder. I still want to see that fight.
Well, I want to see him versus Conor McGregor. I mean,
yeah,
what
of course.
The fuck?
But I just want to see Felder Iaquinta. I don't care. Fight Conor first. I want to see Paul against Al. That's a fight I want to see.
Let's make him some fucking.
No, I mean
ducats.
he had that injury after the last fight. Otherwise, who knows? That might have been the fight that happened right now, because I know his rank. He's getting up there in the rankings too, and he's a tremendous fighter. Tough guy. I mean, he freaking punctured his lung in the fight, and he just pushed through it. So I got a lot of respect for that guy. And if it happens, I agree with you. It'll be one hell of a fight. Hopefully, it's not as exciting as you want it to be. It'll be a quick win, but I'm always ready either way.
But you understand as a fan why people want to see that.
No, absolutely. I do. I think we both go in there and just let it go and let the chips fall as they may, push the pace, and both tough guys. So he's every fight I've seen him in trouble. He's not looking for a way out. He's pushing through it. So I don't think he knows anything else but keep going. In there. So I got a lot of respect for that guy. I like watching him fight. Yeah,
and now if you do win this fight, again, where do you think it puts you? Because again, you have Khabib out for a while. You have Dustin fighting. Fucking Max Holloway. Ferguson can't fight for a little while at least, and then that leaves Conor. I mean, what do you see yourself if you win this fight? Do you see yourself getting a fight with him after this?
I don't know. I can see it go a million different ways. Who knows? He's got. You're talking about with Conor?
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is. He's calling out. I don't know. He's just everybody that wins. He's like, it's almost like, oh, congratulations on your win. I'm blessing you with the opportunity. I don't give a shit, So if I beat Cowboy, I'd rather fight for like a title or something like that, but if that fight happens, it'd be good. I don't know. I'm just worried about Cowboy. I think that's a tough enough task, but beating him, it opens a million doors. So I'm excited to I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, well, I'm
For
really
real.
happy for you, man. I'm happy you got this fight.
Well, Jimmy,
Thank
listen,
you.
Raging Al's not gonna. He's not like a braggart. And he's not gonna talk shit. But you know what? I am. After he makes an example of Cowboy, you understand? Listen to me, Jimmy. Jimmy, look at me for a second.
I'm looking right at you.
I'm not saying it in a threatening way.
No, no, I know.
I love you, Jimmy.
I know, but you're grabbing me by the shirt collar.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'll let go. Jimmy, after he makes an example of Cowboy, they cannot fucking deny him a shot at the fucking title or a shot at Conor McGregor. I fucking said it. I said it, Jimmy. Don't fucking press it.
I'm
It's not
with
even-
you.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it, Jimmy. Yeah. Thanks, Raging Al. Thanks, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow
got
night,
it.
my brother.
All right. I'll see you down there.
See you later, Al. Take care.
Thanks, Jimmy. Later, guys.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you.